Hello, my name is Veronica, and welcome to the Learning Lab, episode number 124. What I'm hoping will be a quick Valentine's Day card. Come on into the lab and let's get started. So here are some images that I stamped and cut out. One of them is from Inkadikadoo, and it's a Valentine one, love stamps. And the other one is from Autumn Leaves, and it's a set of their clear stamps, and there are hearts and stars there. So I just sat with paper and ink and just started stamping. Then while watching movies on Lifetime Movie Network, my fave, I have to admit, I just sat and cut them all out, trimming, leaving a little white edge where I could. Where I couldn't, I didn't worry about it. Okay, so on to the card that I created using this. I'm starting with a piece of leftover black card from another project, and I think this is 5.5 by 6. And so I cut a mat for that out of some other paper, which you might recognize, that I had left over. And so on top of this, I'm matting a pink piece, which is 1/4 inch smaller on all sides, so it's 5.25 by 5 3/4. Then I pulled out just a green piece of paper I had from the other project that I did, and this measured 4.5 by 4.5. I put it through this Doris Hearts folder, and these hearts came out looking like this. They are just gorgeous. So that is going to sit kind of middle ways of the card. Now, when I trimmed this piece down some, I had this strip left over, and I thought, well, I'm not going to throw that away. I'm going to use that. And so that's going to go across here to serve as an anchor piece for my paper. But what I want to do first is get some ink around this just to make it stand out a little bit from the pink. And my two choices are Shabby Shutters and Pill Paint. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go with Pill Paint. And because my paper was wider than my folder, I put it in so that I could leave a little border on either side. And I didn't have to worry about putting it through twice and, you know, futzing with it. And now that I'm here, I'm thinking I'm going to go over these hearts just very gently. There, I like that. Now I have a little bit of brown that's going to be in my card, so I'm thinking I need to put maybe just a touch of brown on the pink to make it a bit more cohesive. So while, you know, automatically reaching for my vintage photo, I saw the brushed corduroy, and I'm not sure which way to go. We'll see. That's Spencer saying hello from his squeaky toy. Okay, and then let's try some vintage photo on the other side. I think I like the brushed corduroy better, so I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I have to hide that thing at night, or else I'd never get any sleep. Okay, let me make this fast. Sorry about the dog, guy. No, I may have to go to mute and do a voiceover. We'll see. I have this Happy Valentine's stamp, and when I stamped it out, it looked like this. So here's what I want to do. So I want to have Happy and Valentine's coming from under the edge of my card. So using some of the Rosebud Memento, I'm going to see if I can get Valentine Happy first here. Not using a stamp positioner. See if I can get this by eye. Okay, again, by eye. Wish me luck. Yeah, close enough. No, really, it is. That works. And if it doesn't, I'll revamp and take another route. And what will hide a multitude of sins? Yeah, a bit of ink. Okay. So for this card, we're going to use these brads to anchor this down on either side. And I don't have my pokey tool handy. Instead, sadly, I'm going to have to use a safety pin because my pokey tool is somewhere else. So just because I'm using a mouse pad, I'm just making sure I'm not going all the way through to my table that's underneath. Okay, and it's just a matter of putting this in first and then going through the bottom. I can see over here where I'm going to need to do just a little bit of a trim. Not much. I'd rather have it cut a little longer than a little shorter. So now I'm putting it on my base of black, and then we'll add in the other elements. I decided to use this spellbinder die to cut out some leaves. I don't know what it is. I'm into leaves lately. And initially I cut out some green ones that I was going to ink, but because I used the same paper, they were too, tonal. So I went to a white strip that I had left over from another project. And sometimes when I do these, I don't throw them away because I can use these as stencils on another project. Okay, so how's that composition? Should I just lose these all together? Oh boy. Okay, let's try a little ink on the branchy things. Let's see here. And there you have fairly quick Valentine's Day card. As always, thank you for joining me in the lab today. Please be sure to check out my blog at inkallusions.blogspot.com. And before I go, I do want to share with you what I turned some of my mix and match into. And one of them happened to be this card. And it was the one where I mixed the gracias in with some other ones. And so I can use this as a thank you card. Here's the other pattern. I just went over that with green, put another pattern paper on top, tied some twine, and on here I put some pearls. So I have some black ones here, and then I have sort of a bluey one in those. Debated about going back putting some more, but I thought this is a chance where less is actually more. What a way to use up those scraps of white paper that you have left over. Until then.